I just posted a clip on Instagram. It is currently 12 a.m. and I have worked in the next how many hours? I have to leave the house. I have to be out by 7. Oh my god, I have to wake up and work out. I don't know if I'm gonna work out this morning, to be honest with you. I hate skipping days, so it's like I think I'll just I'll just I needed to get a video out though. I But yeah, I just recorded a song. It's called "Clean Up Boys." I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you wanna hear it, there's a clip on my Instagram. It's gonna be out. When is it gonna be out? December 16th. So that's next week Friday. Yeah. If you wanna hear a clip, it's on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is in the description. So if you don't want to follow me, you can just sneak onto my Instagram and take a look at the clip and then sneak back out. But follow me. What are you doing? It's neither here nor there for me. I don't mind. I don't mind. But yeah, you can check it out. My Instagram handle is in the description. And the rest of my music that is out, that has been released, is on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, The link to that is in my description as well. Link to that is in my description. The last thing I released was, what is the last thing? The propane pack, the propane pack, the propane pack, the propane pack. I need to start doing song of the day, song of the day, song of the day. The song of the day for today is Sunset. Is it called Sunset? I'm pretty sure it's called Sunset. Yes, I just did a collab with Come to Rest ASMR. I just finished filming it and I just need to edit it, and then I'm waiting on him to send me a thumbnail so I can join our stuff up. And then yeah, I'm not sure about the picture I sent him. I sent him a weird picture. It wasn't weird, it's just I'm not sure if it's the best picture. Who cares? Who cares? But yeah, I did a song with Come to Rest ASMR. It's called Sunset. But I didn't do a song with him. It was my song. But the premise for the collab is we talk about music, then we perform a song. So he talked about how his journey with music, and then he performed a song. Then I talked about my journey with music, then I performed as my song. So the song I performed was called Sunset, and that's the song of the day. And yeah, you should check that out. Check that out. Link in description. It's in the perfect pack. It's in the perfect pack. If you scroll down my EPs, I've got a bunch of EPs. You're gonna see the perfect pack. Look for the song Sunset. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Let me just cut out that again. I don't know the lyrics to this song. I'm loving these headphones. I got them recently and they're performing quite nicely. Cause I use the stick. It's this weird. Oh, I'm getting. It's leaking. God damn it. Well, I use this stick, and you just rub it on your skin, but it's this weird. It feels weird, and it leaves this weird, like, yeah, sensation on your skin. I don't like it. At least with cream, it's cream, so it's much better. It's easier to apply, and yeah, just less of a hassle. But I think it's more expensive though. It's more expensive. I will not be applying this because it's expensive. One of the challenges of making a song every day, 5 days out of the week, is the mixing part. Like, is it that hard though? I've gotten so used to it. Like, I've developed the routine, and like, it's very quick now. Very quick. I just know what to do, but it's like, for those who don't know what mixing is, you're basically balancing all the sounds, and each sound has a frequency range, and each sound has like, oh, okay, this is great, this is great. If I can explain something, how well you're able to explain something determines how much you understand that thing. So let me try explain this properly. If you think of sound in terms of a frequency spectrum, each sound takes up its own space, like segment in that spectrum, right? So, for example, a bass drum, like an 808, or a kick, will be on the lower end of the spectrum because it's a low, heavy sound. It's like a low sound, so it'll be on the low end of the spectrum, right? I forget. So yeah, like that's like your 1 kilo. I forget the numbers. I never pay attention to the numbers. I just know the location. If that makes sense. For anyone that makes music, well, they'll get what I mean when I say that. Like visually, I just know the spots, like where to reduce what frequencies. But all you need to know, simply put, each sound takes its own space within that spectrum, right? So when you're making a song and you've got your low end sounds, which is usually like your bass, like your drum, your kick, your 808s, stuff like that, or your heavy low end synths. That'll be on the lower end, right, of the spectrum. Then your piano keys, your saxophones, whatever the case may be, your typical synths, they'll be in the middle range of the frequency spectrum. Middle to high. And then stuff like your hi-hats. And then, yeah, just more melodic sounds as well will be on the high end. So your melodic sounds is usually middle to high end. I find that like whenever I use like piano synths, they typically occupy space within the middle of the high range. So if this is your middle, okay, how do I do this? How do I this is perfect. This is perfect. If this is your middle, like here to here is your middle, and here to here is your high, then this is your middle high. This is your middle high. So I feel like your piano type sounds are usually like within this middle high range, or like this middle range. But usually I find the ones I use middle high. So now when it comes to balancing all these sounds, right? Like your piano will be predominantly in the middle high, right? But it has sounds that might be towards the low end. So, but those sounds are unnecessary. Those frequencies are unnecessary within that particular sound. So what do? You reduce those sounds. You take those sounds down while keeping the sounds here. You keep those sounds up. You keep those sounds up. And you keep these sounds and you reduce these, because you don't need that in your piano. You don't need to hear that in your piano. It's unnecessary noise and it's taking up space within the mix. Because the point of mixing a song is to balance it so it sounds clear, it sounds crisp. It doesn't sound muddied and confusing or distracting rather, because you can be hearing a whole bunch of things and it can be overwhelming, like a whole bunch of stuff is going on at once. So to counteract that, what you do is you bring down certain sounds, bring up certain sounds, remove certain frequencies, increase certain frequencies and stuff like that. Your bass is predominantly in the low end, right? But it has sounds on the high end. Now bass is tricky because low end can be hard to hear sometimes. Like if something's really, really low, like it can be hard to hear sometimes, especially like on your phone speaker. Phone speakers are not good at picking up low end sounds. They struggle with low end sounds. So if something's really, really bassy, you're not gonna hear it as good on a phone speaker. So what you do to help with that is you bring up the high end sounds on a bass, on a more bassy sound. So an 808 that's really like deep, what you do is you add saturation, and that basically means you just make it more colorful. So if you think of like low end as dark like purples, like if you think of it in terms of color, low end is like dark purple, black, that sort of things. And if you want to add saturation, now you're adding your oranges and your reds, and you're making it more colorful. That's saturation for you. So as you add more saturation, it gets higher end sounds, which makes it more. So it goes from like to like, so the difference is and then like you can hear that a bit more. Like there's a bit more vibrato to it. Is vibrato the right word? I don't know, but I think vibrato is the right word. Like this, yeah. But that's the art of mixing. Like you have to know when to increase certain frequencies and when to decrease certain frequencies. And I've developed such a routine out of it. It used to be very difficult for me. Well, it used to take a lot of time, but now because I'm just like 5 songs a week. I can't afford to be spending 2 hours on a mix. Some people spend days on a mix. I don't spend that long. I don't want to say how quickly I do it, because then people will think I'm not doing a good enough job. They'll think I'm rushing, but it's really a thing of like I've made my own presets now. Well, look, I don't use presets when I'm mixing because each song is different. But there are aspects of my mix that I have presets for. For example, my vocals. When I'm mixing my vocals, I have presets for my vocals, because I just know how I want my voice to sound on most songs. And it's mainly like EQ vocals. I mean EQ presets. Because I know, okay, I have a deep voice, so I need to remove a bit of the low end, because it can be a bit overwhelming. Like the bass in my voice can be a bit overwhelming for the mix sometimes. So I know, okay, reduce bass. Really, with my voice, it's just a lot of reducing. I rarely boost any frequencies in my voice. Yeah, I never boost anything, frequency-wise at least. If you listen to my old songs, they had so much reverb, so much reverb. It was crazy. I don't know what I was doing. Like, my biggest song right now is the Left Behind Freestyle. You can check that out. It's at like 3,000 and something streams right now. Whoop whoop. But like, oh my god, the vocal mix. I cringe when I hear it. I don't know, maybe most people don't care. Maybe they listen to it and they're like, oh, this is fine. I don't know. But for me, I can definitely hear that there's a lot of reverb on those vocals. But it's an old song. I released that in 2019, which wasn't that long ago. But for me, it's like a long time ago because I've released so many songs since then. Like, so many. I've released so many songs since then. So it's like, I've released more than 100 songs. Yeah, definitely. 100% more than I've released. Oh wait, no, that wasn't 2019. That was 2021. That was last year. It feels so long ago to me. It feels like years ago. But yeah, I've definitely released more than 100 songs. It might be more than 200 at this point. I'm not sure. That's cap. It's more than 100 though. Because in 2022 I released 100 songs. So that was 2021. So I can say more than 150. I can say more than 150 songs have come out since that song. So I've gotten a lot better since then. A lot. But check it out anyway. It's my biggest song. The people have spoken. That's the one they chose to do numbers. So go listen to it and let me know what you think. I have better songs than that though. Much better. Anyway. Bye, I guess. Have a good night. Thank you for listening as always. Check out my music. I appreciate it if you do. I really do. I really appreciate it if you do. Yeah. Oh, I didn't press the button. Okay, wait. Yeah.